Hi, my loves. This is Isabella Sanfilippo coming at you from WCHS Wall Township, and you're listening to the I Love You podcast. And today, we're talking about time management, something that we have in real life, but when it comes to these episodes, somehow we always go right up until the bell. So it's going to be an ironic ending tonight. Or not tonight.
Wow.
Tonight.
Today. It's still morning.
Also, like, New York news and, like, high action.
Dun, dun, dun.
Saturday
There's a
Night Live.
superhero flying in the sky. But
Is it a bird? Is it a plane? No, it's Izzy.
volver, to fly. That's
Oh.
We're taking the Spanish sealed by literacy today.
What was that?
It was like that one I wasn't.
Yeah, I didn't
Call me
catch on
Google
to that
Translate.
I think you'll pass.
I hope so. But today we're talking about time management, which is a really, really valuable life skill that I think is really good to learn at a young age, such as high school. Especially when we get to college, we'll have a lot of time to ourselves that, like, we get to decide what we do with it. Especially if you play sports in college, time management is super important. So learning these skills now before we need to put them into action even more. Yeah.
She's punching the air, by the way.
We really need to do, like, some sort of video on here because we always get so animated when we talk and they just can't see
and
that.
they can't see it.
Yeah, I feel like we're all actually pretty animated talkers.
Definitely.
I'm
Like,
a
with our
very
hands.
animated.
Like,
Yeah, I think.
I don't know if I'm always like that, but sometimes at home I'm, like, waving my hands around, like, talking. It's like, whoa, what's going
Remember
on?
when we used to go like this? It's like a wave. And
We're
again,
making, like, a wave with our hands.
again, they
by the
can't
way.
see it. We're very.
It's really cool.
We're all very animated.
Sometimes I just start dancing when I talk. I feel like
You do.
Yeah.
That's very
Or
true.
I think that's true. And then for me, I feel like I'll just start like I just like jump or like skip or I'll like.
Yeah.
I feel like I do that.
Yeah.
But like I don't know.
I feel like I'm mostly, like, hand gestures.
Oh yeah, you.
Like, I'll be
you
like,
do-
okay, so,
you
like,
go,
yeah.
yeah. You got the hand gestures.
I'm hand gesturing right now. You guys can't see it.
Izzy's got like the punching the air.
That's new for today, by the way. I don't think
I
I've ever
feel
seen that before.
Yeah, that
I
one's
feel like if I'm-
just for you.
Okay, wow.
Wow.
I feel
Call
like
me.
Call me Google Translate.
Yamame. Okay, I'm gonna go home now.
He's gonna be leaving the studio.
Like, go
gonna take him-
Amikasa.
No, but like I feel like if
She's
someone
gonna
were
get
like
the Spanish
watching
out of her
me-
brain. Actually, no, don't.
No,
Not
it's
yet.
like-
You-
I
you're
usually
not
just
done
gonna
with the
forget.
test
She's
yet.
gonna forget English.
Yeah. So again, this is an episode on time management.
Yeah, and
believe
we're
it
not
or
managing
not.
our time
I
well
feel
right
like
now.
a lot of this episode might have been about us being animated.
Being
Yeah.
gestureful. Gestureful?
Gestureful.
That's wrong.
Okay, so, a lot of people, I guess, like, the most common form of having not good time management, that's not English, I'm in Spanish mode.
That was very, like,
Most common
translate
form of-
Spanish to English.
The most common form of procrastination.
Yeah, would be procrastination.
Our English isn't working.
It's really not.
No hablo inglés ahora.
Miss Van Arsdale will be proud.
I hope so. But solutions. So I guess maybe we should talk about, everyone knows what time management is, I think. I don't know if we need to explain it. It's doing your things in a timely manner and having a sort of balance in your life where you're able to get all of your work done, but you're also able to read for an hour at night or make yourself hot chocolate and sit in your bed and just contemplate life for a little bit before you go to bed, you know? Just making sure that you're being productive, but you're also giving yourself time to relax and decompress. But it's a struggle for a lot of people, especially people who are busy.
And I feel like as you get older, time management is something that you learn because I feel like different people manage their time in different ways. It's like if somebody else gave me their schedule and the way that they would do my homework, that might not work for me because I don't work like that. And I feel like over the years I've kind of learned what I'm good at. Like I I try not to leave things for like too late in the night, but I am more productive at night. And so it's just like I always have gymnastics 6 to 9. So it's like if I'm starting homework before, like it's just going to take me so much longer to do it cuz I'm not going to be as focused as I would when I'm tired at night. So I think that but like that's not going to work for other people. Like for other people it's like, oh, like I'm too tired to do this. So it like I feel like just like learning more about yourself as you get older, like because when you're a kid also like you don't really have a choice with your time management as much. Like
sorry, that's exactly what I was gonna say. Like revelation came over me as we were talking, and I was thinking like although you don't choose your time management as your kids, like I think your parents or guardians or whoever like puts it in your brain. Because like I was thinking like when I was a kid I like had different times to do things. It's like we would eat at this time, you'd go to bed at this time, you did your homework at this time, like you did your homework before you went outside and played. Like your parents kind of like set it up for you, and I think that's like kind of the habits that you take into when you're older and you realize like how to separate your time.
Yeah, especially like the work before you go out and play. I feel like that's like a big one.
Yeah, and it's like although you're not choosing your own time management when you're a kid, like you still have time management, just other people are helping you do it. So it just like clicked on me, like that's,
and there's like
maybe that's why your parents were like do your homework before you go outside and all of that stuff.
Because it like teaches you that that's like just the way that you need to go about things.
For some reason, I would always do my homework while I was eating. My mom would make dinner or whatever, and then we would just sit at the table, and while I was eating, I would just do my homework. And
that's interesting.
I still have that habit now, which is kind of like crazy that you said that, because you were like, oh, like you eat dinner at this time, and I was like, I eat and I do my homework at the same time. Like I'm just always like multitasking, and I think that just came from a young age.
Yeah, we never really had a set time for dinner either. We kind of just like eat whenever we like feel hungry for dinner. But yeah, I feel like whenever I started getting more work from school, my mom would always bring me food. Like if I'm working, she'll bring me whatever. So she'll bring me food or like coffee or water, and it's really sweet. But like, and she did that yesterday because I had so much work yesterday. Like it was like not real. But she brought me like dinner to my room because it's like, so I feel like that's something that also like I've just like gotten used to. Like eating while I'm working, because it's like a little reward. It's like, yes, I'm still dying, but like I got food. So.
I've got my food.
It's so interesting how in European countries they like make a point to sit down and eat lunch, and like they take like a break. Like I think in France or something, we learned about it in health at some point. They were like, they like sit down and they take like 2 hours for lunch, which is interesting. And they like actually like sit and eat. Like they don't just like eat and do their work at the same time, which is what we do in America.
But I think that like certain families do that though.
I do that.
Yeah, because I know you
like,
said.
Wait, what?
Maybe that's just a me thing.
But
no. I'm sure. I think a lot of people do that, or like don't have dinner together as a family too, like all that stuff.
I honestly wish. My family is just so busy because everyone's running around, but it would be so nice to like have like a set time, because I'm such like a scheduled person. Like I have a planner, and I don't know if I showed you my note, but I showed everyone at track yesterday, but you guys don't get to see because there's not a camera. But I have a note, and then it has little subsections where my intentions for the day is seal of biliteracy. So
seal that biliteracy.
And it just has like all
That's
of my
really
stuff.
Cute.
Thank you.
I like it.
And you can like
I like
highlight
the colors, all that.
Thank you.
Really cute.
But basically, I don't know. I feel like I would love to have set times.
We don't have like a set time like every night we do this, but we always come together and eat as a family.
That's really nice.
For the most part.
Yeah, I feel like my family too, like everybody's really busy and kind of like all over the place, and it's like I catch up with them like throughout the day, but like not together, or if it's together, it's not like planned.
Yeah.
Now it's time for some tips and tricks. If you are struggling with your time management, I would advise a planner as well. I love my planner. I'm a big fan of my planner. It doesn't talk, but it's my best friend. and I have it with me always. And it's nice. Like, I get to, like, write down everything I'm doing, all of the times and stuff like that, and it just keeps me on track and make sure that I get all of the things that I have to get done. So I would advise a planner. And also, whenever my day is feeling particularly overwhelming, I start another note. Now I have a subsection in my big notes. That's just, like, daily. But when things get too much, I just make a list. Okay, gym, cello, do, like, all of that, and then you, like, mark it off as you go. And it just makes things easier and, like, more approachable.
And it makes you feel more accomplished as you're, like, marking
Exactly.
things off, so it doesn't feel, like, overwhelming. And for me, like, I procrastinate a lot. Like, that's just something that I've kind of, like, never really gotten over, but it's, like, now to the point where it's, like, I still get everything done, but it's just, like, yeah, no, I just get distracted really easily. So I think, I don't know if this is, like, works for other people, but whenever I don't want to be procrastinating, like, instead of, like, scrolling on my phone, I'll do something else that's also productive. Like, I'll go, like, clean my room, or I'll, like take a shower even. Like, just something that's not just, like, sitting there, like, wasting time, so that it's, like, I feel more productive. Even though it's, like, okay, well, cleaning my room isn't something that I had to do. It's just, like a small win that I feel like puts me back into the mode, like, oh, like, I need to work.
I like that. I
I like
like
that
the very
too.
small win.
Also, like, the thing that helps me is, like, don't, like, beat yourself up if you do, like, put something off. Like, I normally don't, but, like, if I was gonna, like, I just remember, like, sometimes, like, you need to do something else before, like, you need to watch that TV show, or you need to, like, just take a minute before you can actually get your work done, because then you'll, like, do your work better because you're in a better mood. But I also have a planner, so I suggest that. And also, sometimes I just set Google, like, alerts at certain times. Like, I'm like, okay, so at 5 o'clock I need to do my thing, so I'd, like, set the timer for it. That's my little tip.
Yeah, and I
That's a
feel like
great tip.
sometimes it's, or I actually don't know if this is, like, an original experience, if, like, anything that I'm saying is, like, not relatable, but it's, like, sometimes I also need to, like, recognize when I'm just not going to get something done that night. It's, like, because there's been, like, a lot of nights where it's, like, I'll stay up being, like, oh, because, like, I'll do the assignment before I go to sleep, but then I don't end up doing it. Like, I'm just staying up just because. And so I feel like I've gotten better at being, like, okay, like, I'm never going to get around to, like, be so for real. Like, I'm not going to do it, and I don't really have to do it right now. So it's, like, while, yeah, like, I was trying to be proactive and, like, start this assignment early, it's, like, no, but it's just, like, it's just hurting me because I'm not getting sleep. So it's, like, realizing when I'm not going to get around to doing that. I don't know if this is relatable at all.
No, I know exactly
yeah.
what you mean.
Okay.
Like, sometimes you can't force yourself to do something because you're not going to do it, like, right?
Yeah, like,
Does that
that's,
make
like,
sense?
like, when I get home from school, like, while it would be smart to, like, oh, yeah, get my homework done, go to gymnastics, go to sleep, like, I can't do that because I know that I can't, like, after I just did this whole school day, when I go home,
Oh my gosh.
like, I cannot
I can't.
work.
I need
Like,
to, like, at least watch something on TV
yeah,
first.
like, you can literally take every electronic, put me in a room with my work, and I will, like stare at the wall and contemplate life. Like, I can't, like, I realize that I'm not going to get anything done, so I feel like it's just about, like, knowing yourself.
Yeah.
I need decompressing time too.
Yeah.
I'll, like, make a coffee, sit down for a little bit, and then get on the grind.
Yeah. I feel like for me, like, especially in the middle of the school year, like, or almost halfway through, it's almost second semester, it's, like, so hard to motivate myself to do anything. And I don't know the trick for it yet. I've been very, like, bad at doing things recently, but I'll find it again.
What I like
once you get
doing
back on track,
sometimes
it's good.
is, like, okay, if you practice cello, then you can have a seltzer. Like, give yourself, like, a little reward. Like,
Yeah.
oh, if you do this, then you can have that. And sometimes it works. Sometimes I'm like, screw this. I want a seltzer, and I just take the seltzer and I go to my room. But, you know, most of the time it does work. It's like, okay, just find, like, little things, like, something you love. It's like, okay, like, if I do this and I get to read for an hour tonight, I'll give myself extra time or something like that.
Also, I want to add, I think Dia said this before, but, like, sometimes when you're crunched for time, you like work better because it's like,
Yeah.
okay, I have to finish this. Let's go. So sometimes that helps me too. Because
Yeah,
like when I have basketball, sometimes I like when varsity's playing and I'm like just waiting. I do my work then, and it's like, okay, wait, now I have all this
Yeah.
work done because I had to do it.
Exactly.
And it's like I did it well because it had to be done.
Yeah, and because I was thinking about, so like my schedule is gonna get like more, like just like a little more
Mhm.
crazy because I'm doing like focus coaching for like the SAT, so it's like basically every single day after school, like 6 to 9, which usually like I have like one day that I don't have gymnastics, but I'm gonna either have gymnastics or that for the SAT, and then also over the weekend like I'm gonna be taking like full length like practice tests. But like then I was thinking about it, and it's like I get more work done when I have gymnastics than when I don't have gymnastics, because then it's like I go home and it's like I have the whole day to do something.
Yeah.
So I will put it off for the whole day because there's no structure in my day now when I go home, because like I can just do it whenever, and then I will end up barely getting work done. But then when it's like gymnastics, it's like, okay, well now I have like a crunch for time, and I get it done more
Exactly.
efficiently.
Sometimes giving your day more structure like just helps you
Yeah.
like figure out the time to do
Mhm.
something.
Like sometimes like being busier just makes you more efficient with other
Yeah.
things.
It puts you in that mindset too, because when you're going, it's easier to like get in the vibe of, okay, I just came home, had a good practice, now I'm gonna get all this work done. And it's like when you're kind of like sitting there for a while, then you're like, oh, do I really want to do this? I have so much time, and then it's like 7 o'clock and the whole day has gone by, and you're like, oh, now I have to do this. But like when you're doing something, it's like, okay, now I have to do that. Like it's not even like a second thought, like, okay, now I'm gonna do this.
Like what I was saying, like why I'll like clean my room or like
Yeah.
or like make something or like do something other than like sitting there like scrolling. Like it just like puts you in that like work mode. And so it's like you don't even have to like fill your day with like a bunch of busy things. It could literally just be like cleaning or like
Yeah.
or like journaling or doing whatever, or even just like reading too, like whatever just like feels productive to you, so that you are in that mode and it's like more motivating, because it's hard to go from like just like sitting around and like doing nothing to just like getting on the grind. Like that's hard.
I don't know if this is bad advice, but like it helps me. I don't know if everyone would like, be okay with it. I also like watching TV while I'm doing my work. Like if it's not like super important work, but it just helps me like realize like, oh, I can do, like I can still like kind of have fun, like put on my TV show, but then actually get stuff done.
Yeah,
I don't know if that like would mess with other people, but like it works for me.
No, I definitely need to watch some sort of TV every single
Or
day.
at least
like,
music. Like
Yeah.
at least that.
yeah, music for sure. Yeah, that too. I'm literally like I love music.
Like if it's not that important, I'm watching TV while I'm doing it. But if it's super important, I'll put on music, which I know a lot of people can't study with music, but like it helps me so much. It helps me focus.
I'll like do math with music, but I can't like do like English or like reading,
Yeah.
because there's like too many words
can
in my
still
head
do
and
that.
I can't. Yeah.
It's like
I
weird.
wish
It's like
I was able
sometimes
to do
music
that.
helps me like force myself to tune out my surroundings. So it's like I'm not actually listening to the music. It's like I'm tuning it out, which helps me focus on what's in front of me. And then like other times I'll like get up and just start dancing, and I'll like take my mind off it for a second, which is like good. Like that
That's
helps
nice.
me.
Yeah. I definitely need to do some
Yeah.
sort of like fun thing
Yeah.
before I start working. Like I'll need to finish that episode
Oh,
of Gilmore Girls. Like
Also, I need my room clean. I
Yeah.
cannot focus if my room's not clean, so I suggest that for some people out there.
I can't clean my room unless there's music playing. Like people who clean their room in silence, I don't know if
I
that's,
do that sometimes.
it might be
Like-
nice, but like it's just like then I feel like it takes so much longer. I don't know if that's
No,
And
I just like love cleaning my room more than anything. Like if that makes sense. Like I love when my room's all clean. So like doing it, it's like okay, I'm gonna have a clean room soon, and it's so exciting.
because then it's like oh like now like my room looks so
Yeah, it's
cute
like, oh
like
my
with it
gosh.
clean,
Yeah.
and because then you notice like your like room decor more. 'Cause
Yeah,
it's
and it's like you
clean.
pick
Yeah.
up those clothes, and it's like, oh, I like that shirt. Like I can't believe I just wore that, or like
Yeah,
you know,
but
whatever.
but what you were saying, like whenever I have music playing, I clean my room so much more in depth because I want to
Yeah.
keep going, because I just
You like the music?
I just like the music.
Yeah.
I think that time management is really what you make it, and it's kind of up to you. There's not really a cure-all for poor time management. I think it's just realizing what's best for you. And that could be watching TV while you do your work, or listening to music, or getting a planner, or writing it down in your notes, or setting a Google reminder, or cleaning your room before you have a big task coming up. And I think it's just really important that we remember to have some sort of balance. It can't all be fun, but it also can't all be work. Otherwise, you're going to die.
Yeah.
So just finding little things to motivate yourself, I think, is also super important. Do you guys have anything?
You could also do work with friends. Have your friends
Yeah.
force you to do work.
Oh my gosh.
Suggest.
I've done that to Dia a few times.
She'll be like, I'm gonna stop distracting you. I'm like, no.
Or like even like getting together and doing the work together too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's
That's
the
the
Oh
bell.
my
Oh
gosh.
we time managed
We
that
managed our time
perfectly.
actually so good. Did I plan that? You'll never know.
Was in her planner.
It was in the planner.
It's
Down to the T. She thought of every like impulsive thing we said and like wrote it out.
This was scripted.
She planned.
Yeah,
She
could
planned
you
it.
believe it?
We
Every
all
word we said was scripted.
we all had scripts. You can't see it because there's no video, but
Yeah.
we were holding scripts this
We were
whole
holding scripts the
time.
whole time.
Well, thank you guys for listening. I'm your host, Isabella Sanfilippo.
I'm Dia.
And I'm Becky.
Wait, I need to say my last name.
Oh.
Is
McLean. Becky McLean.
Dia Mandel. It sounds nice when we all do last names.
I know, but you didn't do it, so I didn't do it.
I know, and then I was like, wait, I didn't want it to be like that.
And remember, we
We
love
love
you.
you.